Hi guys, how you doing? We are sitting here on Pocketpixels, PIXELMON, getting ready, making some plans, running along this road so some eggs hatch, and stuff like that. So, let me just type in that we're starting now, so those people who need to refresh can refresh. Alright, I almost spelled starting wrong. Alright, so today is going to be a little bit of a different stream. It's just going to be me talking to you guys, trying to get some feedback, and really just doing something because the video didn't end up coming out today as planned. But there will be a video coming out on the second channel like an hour after this, and I will be doing some other cool streams coming up soon as well. So, let's get to it. So right now I am on Pocketpixels PIXELMON, considering some empty cup. Yeah, this is the drink we're talking about. Hydration. So, I have some planning to do because we are now on to the Elite Four. Elite Four. We'll just run around and maybe it's E4. We'll run around in this particular area until we find anything notable. So there's a lot to consider when it comes to the late tier of this server, because there is rules, limitations, things that'll keep us from playing PIXELMON like a normal person. So we're gonna have to look into that. Thank you everyone for hopping in the stream. Already got 70 people in here. Now I'm gonna preface this with, if you're not into strategy, or if you're not into Pokemon or PIXELMON or any of that, this might not be the most entertaining stream for you, because we're going to be talking about plans and strategery and concepts. It's not going to be action-packed. I mean, I'm going to be me. You know I'm going to be me, but you know. Let's see. Oh, I'll go to spawn in case anyone wants to shower me and things, even though I don't have much inventory room. Okay. I'll chill here. Hey. Alright, so I got a spreadsheet out on this screen. I got like some documents, some notes, footnotes, all that. And we are going to consider some things because we are getting ready to go up against the Elite Four, the Battle Frontier, and the Champion. So it's gonna be some pretty intense stuff. Sup, Tom? How you doing? Oh, he's got that cookie. He's got that cookie. Smart. Looking smart right there. So without further ado, let's get into it. There is rules. Now, I don't think I have the... Oh, wait. I do have some rules open. These are Battle Frontier rules, but close enough. I'm going to move over and find the Elite Four rules. And there is no direct link. What if I hit back? That'll take me right to the Elite Four rules, because that's how I set up my tabs, right? Maybe. I don't know. Nope, that did not work. Okay. So, instead, I'm just going to talk about things. So, the Elite Four is much more simple than I mean, that's yours, man. Maybe? You don't need it, you have an Articuno? Alright, if you're not going to use it anyway, I don't have a legendary that I can use in the Elite Four, so let me at least give you a shiny for it. Yeah, Tom, just look at the box of shinies I got on the screen and pick any one of these guys. And I'll give you that. So at least you're getting something good out of the deal. Because I got some nice shinies here. There's the Totodile, a Rhyperior, Honchkrow, and the main man, Electrode. Everybody wants this Electrode. But, you know, I'm not going to get into that. So anyway, let's start getting some concepts here so you guys in chat can help me out. We have to pick 8 Pokemon for the first half of the Elite Four, and 8 Pokemon for the second half of the Elite Four. Now, these Pokemon cannot be the same. It's essentially I have to burn 8 Pokemon. 8 Pokemon, and I never get to use those again. 8 more Pokemon, never get to use those again. And then in the Battle Frontier, I can't use any of the previous Pokemon I've used in that. So it's all got to be very specifically done. Very specific nonsense. So let's see. Yeah, Tom, if you want to just talk to me in the stream chat, just so they don't think you're begging for things, that'd be cool. You would like the Curlia? Alright, let's head to the trades, my man. And, because I was thinking either a Zapdos or a Moltres will be good for, I think it is the Battle Frontier, and you can actually use him. There you are, Curlia. Alright. Let's hit this up. Ready. Brink. Alright, there you go, sir. Oh man, people are gonna be all over that in the chat. So, yeah, let's take a look at this Moltres. It is a very bad-natured Moltres, but a Moltres is a Moltres, you know? Probably one of the stronger of the legend. I actually prefer Moltres. Zapdos when you can get the right moves on him. Yeah, Curlia is great. Unfortunately, that's not the best-natured Curlia either, I don't imagine. Otherwise, I probably would have used it myself. But, you know. And the IVs on this guy. Oh, jeez, he is awful. Oh, well, he's a Moltres. He's a Moltres. You know. You know. Alright. Are things crashing? Oh, jeez. Yeah, they are for some people. Yikes. Hopefully that fixes up for everyone. And... yeah, it ended. No, it didn't. Refresh? I don't know. It's just a little complicated. I'm gonna give everyone a second. It looks like people are able to join back in. Alright, you did not witness the super epic trading. So, Articuno's a naughty nature. Oh, yeah, it's a shame when you don't get the best nature on a legendary. But, ooh, I don't think I've seen a new Articuno model. That's pretty snazzy. Very nice. Very nice. So, looks like we're good to go. Everyone's back in. Okay, sweet. Good to see you guys again. Now, we are going to go over the first set of 8 we got to go up against. Let me just, this is sloppy. Nah, I don't want to show you my planning spreadsheet, because putting a spreadsheet on the stream, that is just silly. That's not entertainment. But yeah, we need to go up against Ghost Normal and then Bug Poison for the first set of them. So far, let me go. Oh, jeez, the cookies. What a man. What a man. Camera? Oh, I'm going to take pictures? I guess I have to take a picture of your Pokemon. Say cheese. Got you. I don't know if I had any room in my inventory or I have to... Thank you. Let's try to focus here. So, Ghost Normal, Bug Poison. So far for the team I got planned Delphox, Tyranitar, and Blaziken. Because, you know, let's open up my PC. And, oh my. Hey, that person's back. Dang, the day after I upload the video for it. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't a video so much. I'm just talking to you guys, streaming it while I'm talking about it. You know. Alright, so. Pokemon such as our Scizor, Lucario, Porygon Z, if I train up a Drapion, which I'm halfway doing right now, Blaziken, Breloom, Gengar, Chestnut, and Tyranitar will all be good choices of mine against the Ghost Normal gym. However, when it comes to Scizor and Lucario, I want to save them for the Battle Frontier. So it's maybe not. Everyone else is still kind of possible for that. Pokemon that I have, such as Walrein and Crustle and Blastoise, are definitely coming to the next chunk. So that'll be in our next 8. Wow, this is going to be awkward just hearing me say things. Okay, yeah, we're getting... Yeah, I guess we put a spreadsheet up of this. Because otherwise this will be really complex. So let me see if I can share my thought process with you guys here via spreadsheet. Because it's not pretty. It's just me throwing thoughts into something. But this is what we're working with. Derp-a-derp-a-der. I got myself this nice little list here. We can just cover up these eggs, I suppose. Alright, so the first chunk that I have here, I guess I can use my mouse like so. The first chunk I have here is the first 8 Pokemon we'll need, so I need to pick 8 from here. I've already chosen 3. I need to choose 8 from these Pokemon. I've already chosen 3. And then these 5 different groups are all for the Battle Frontier, which I really want to save my Pokemon for. So, Pokemon that are pretty much confirmed to join me in the Battle Frontier have been bolded out. And Pokemon that I have confirmed for the Elite Fours, they have been bolded out. But aside from that, that's pretty much what the thought process is right now. Let me actually move this so I can see your guys' chat. And yeah, we're streaming spreadsheets right now. Super exciting. Once again, if you're not into Pixelmon strategy or both, I'll have other streams coming soon. Some hype ones. Fairy Tale stream coming soon. Excited about that. But I wanted to do it with someone else, so we're doing this for right now before I go eat dinner. So, just so I can get some feedback from you guys, these are the Pokemon I have, but I need to train more Pokemon anyway. So, up against a Ghost Normal Gym, are there any Pokemon you guys can think of that I should definitely find, train, and bring? Up against the Bug Poison typing, are there any Pokemon that I should find, train, and bring? So, let me know any suggestions about that. Obviously, Tyranitar is good against both of these, so he's coming. Delphox is really good against the Bug Poison, so he's coming. And Blaziken's also fairly good against both. He's good against the Bug and the Normal, so he'll be useful on both teams. So, I don't think any of these Pokemon will be extremely missed in the Battle Frontier. Gallade, so people have been noting Gallade. So, I'm just going to put some footnotes over here. Gallade. Generally, when I have a question mark after something in this is when I don't really have it. Let's see, Shuckle. Not necessarily good against either of those setups. Not especially good. Let's see, Umbreon. Not against a Bug Poison. And it would be pretty good against the Ghost Normal. But if I did train up an Umbreon, I'm bringing it to the Battle Frontier. I'm sorry, that's crazy. Alakazam. Against the Poison... Alakazam isn't the man for the job. We do have an Alakazam trained, but not specifically against this setup. A Dark Fire Pokemon would be good. Let's think about that. What would take a Houndoom, for example. Dark, good against the Ghost. Fire, good against the Bug. Yeah, let's mark down a Houndoom. Because if I get myself a Houndoom, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Alright, what else do we got? I don't agree with the Alakazam you guys are saying. Gallade. Yeah, Gallade would be a decent pick. Yeah, which I already have there. Mega Charizard X, not bringing my Mega Charizard to this. Because if I bring... Oh, wait, the X. Yeah, the X is definitely worth considering bringing to this if I train it up. Megas aren't working right now, though, in the current update of Pixelmon. So I'm going to ignore Megas for now. I know my Mega Y is going to be brought to the Battle Frontier, but if I train up... Here, I actually have a shiny Charmander somewhere. Yeah, I have a shiny Charizard. He's halfway trained right now. So he might be coming to that, but that would be a decent pick. Nothing too crazy, but a decent pick. Batman would be a good Pokemon. B-Sharp. I definitely was thinking about B-Sharp. Be great against the Bug Poison. Yeah, B-Sharp, for sure. Good call. He would wreck that. Yeah, I really like a B-Sharp pick. Tyranitar, already on the team. Great choice. Good against the Bug. Good against the Ghost. And he has moves to take on Normal and Poison. Yeah, he's great for all of them. Tyranitar is obviously a really good Pokemon, so he would be nice to bring to the Battle Frontier. But at the same time, there's not as many... Because I can't bring a Tyranitar against a Fighting Ghost group. I can't bring him against a Grass Water. I could bring him against Poison Dragon, but there's no major benefit to that. The Fire Ground would be the only gym of the Battle Frontier that he would excel in, and even then, he's still weak to ground. And then the Steel Ice Flying would not be the most welcome. He could be brought there as well, but yeah, Tyranitar is just going to shine in this first chunk of Elite Four. Greninja. Now, I may be getting a good Greninja, because this Greninja I have, he's shiny, but he's so bad. He's so bad. Greninja, let's see, Dark. I don't see him in the first bit here, but maybe we can, say bring him, like, against Fire Psychic. Beautiful. Against Water Flying. But yeah, Greninja's a possibility for other sets. Ground Fighting Pokemon. Are there any Ground Fighting Pokemon in Pixelmon? I can't think of any off the top of my head. If you want to remind me of one, that'd be great. Yeah, I can't really focus on natures or anything, guys. Like someone saying Shuckle with Power Trick. Yeah, natures are really hard to get specifics. Like, I'm probably not going to go with top tier Pokemon. Like, not IV bred. Like, just caught and EV trained is what we're looking at here, because I don't got time to do the rest of it. Let's see. Gengar. Gengar against Ghost Normal. Against Bug Poison. Yeah, nothing special against that. I'm thinking Gengar for the Fighting Ghost in the Battle Frontier, but not right now. Archeops against the Bugs, good. If I run Crunch on him, he'll be decent against Ghost. Yeah, I already have Archeops on the list of potentials on my own team that I could bring here. So if there's anything on this list right here, I've already considered that it would be a good choice. So you don't necessarily need to remind me of those, but those are all decent choices. Any other Pokemon that aren't up here? Yeah, legendaries are iffy, because I can only bring one legendary to all of this, so I'd have to choose it. Like, I've even considered, like, Zapdos for some of it. And, because we're not allowed to bring good legendaries, pretty much, is the rule. Alright, Raichu? Not for that. I do need some electric Pokemon for the, to go up against that water flying. But I do have a Jolteon trained. So, let me just add another layer to this spreadsheet here. And let's go ahead and put Jolteon. In fact, since I already have him and he's trained, I'll just put him up here. That's not how Jolteon is spelled. Yeah, we're not allowed to use Kyogre. Like, that's the thing. It's literally just the iffy. Like, I think one of the best legendaries you're allowed to use is Suicune, I would say. But, you know. Alright, what else we got? Mandibuzz. Is he in Pixelmon? Let's see. Not really super into Luxray. I think there's better electric types. Drapion. Yeah, Drapion's already on the list. Got him training right now. So it looks like just the Houndoom, B-Sharp, and Gallade. I love the B-Sharp pick. The B-Sharp pick is so good. He's immune to poison. Super good against Ghost normal, like literally. Perfect moveset for it. And he can handle bugs just fine. So B-Sharp is a huge pick. I almost want to bold that right now. Because if I'm going to go hunting for a Pokemon, let's get ourselves a B-Sharp. And then when it comes down to this, let's see. Crustle. I think we're going to save him for go up against the fire and the flying of the next chunk. So let's just take him off this list. He would be good against bug poison, but we're not going to bring him. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's enough sorting of that for now. Dugong for fire? No, Dugong has to be on my Battle Frontier team, because that's going to be the team when I become champion at the end of this. And Dugong has to be on that team. Dugong! So, none of that. Anyway, Dugong, as you see, I already have him bolded out, no question. He will be pretty good against a Poison Dragon, just because he's a great dragon fighter. Like, that's the only thing Dugong can do. Dragons and Gliscors. Just Ice Shard. Ice Shard. That's what he does. So Dugong's gonna be on that team. Also against, yeah, the Poison Dragon, I got great coverage. I got Metagross, Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen just so I can suck up any toxic spikes and, of course, you know, set up some stuff as well. And Nidoqueen has Ice Beam for dragons, easy. And Earthquake for poison, easy. Then Dugong, take that out. I think I actually have my whole squad for the Poison Dragon set up already. Reuniclus is gonna be actually pretty good against that. Just because he has the right movesets. Gliscor, gonna be a beast against that. And Dugong, yeah. So, actually that's only 5, so I'll have to choose one of these other... Azumarill, most likely, is gonna be the one we bring. Yeah, no. Alright, Mimikyu. Mimikyu's definitely not in that. I probably do have a shiny Pawniard, but let's, I think we can take a quick look at how good he is. Let's take a quick look at that. Because all the Pokemon in this box are not exactly natures and IVs that I'm excited to use. He is a minus attack nature. Keep in mind, Pawniard and B-Sharp are physical attackers. And his IVs might not be. And his IVs are 2 and 0 for the stats. I'm not using this guy. I love Shiny. I, you know, put way too much weight into Shinies when I'm picking my Pokemon, but... that's really bad. So we're not going to do that. Let's see. Snorlax. Against the Ghost Normal. Bug Poison. Yeah, and Snorlax is just a strong Pokemon in general. He's one of those Pokemon that if I get him, I'll use him somewhere. But I'm not going to really plan for him, I don't think. Let's see. Honchkrow. Honchkrow I would be down to use for something. Against Ghost Normal. Yeah, Bug Poison. Yeah, let's mark down Honchkrow. Honchkrow. I have no idea how it's spelled. I think it's like that. But yeah, so if I get a hand on them, yeah, those are my these are my bad shinies right here. Like Staraptor, I would love to use. Cryogonal, Kingdra. This Kingdra has 13% IVs. It's awful, but I love Kingdra. And You know, we got a Totodile in here, a Hitmonlee. Like, there's good Pokemon in here. They're just really poor natures and IVs, so I can't use them. Then these Pokemon down here are, like, usable. In fact, I already have a Rhenoclys, Solosis, see ya. And then, yeah, the Mawile is even pretty bad as well, but I was just like, Mawile? And Masquerade's just a bad Pokemon. You know. Let's see. Yeah, Snorlax is just good in general, but I don't see any gyms that, like, will love to have him. So that's just, if I get a Snorlax, I get a Snorlax. If not, I'm not going to go out of my way to get one. Braviary. Braviary is good against the Bug Poison. Good against the normal. Yeah, let's mark down a Braviary. Just because I like Braviary or Staraptor, really. I'll just mark down Staraptor on this other side here so I don't extend my spreadsheet even further. Hold on, I got this. Staraptor. And those would definitely be good pickups there. But once again, with those Pokemon, I could use them anywhere and they'd be good. Bring my Sharpedo. That Sharpedo is awful. He's also a special attack nature. Not good. And, yeah. Let's actually trade one of these guys. Let's see. Who do I not... You know what? Since we just called him out, let's trade this Pawniard. We'll Wonder Trade him. Oh, couldn't have been firm. There we go. Hey, we got a Rufflet. Hey, if this is a good Rufflet, maybe we'll go ahead and, nope. I swear I've had this Rufflet before. It's not a very good one. Not a very good one at all. So let's just put him right back up in the I'm going to be Wonder Traded section. But yeah, we added a shiny to the Wonder Trade. Let's see. Sharpedo is Aqua Jetter? Yeah, for sure. So you want a lot of attack on him. Metagross, Crobat. Crobat, there was a place for him. I put a Crobat down as a potential somewhere. I had an idea for Crobat. Let's see. I think it was against the Grass Water. Because he's got the poison, he's got the flying. So, yeah, Crobat's a heavy potential for that. This whole section right here is complicated. Grass and Water, I can only bring 2 types of Pokemon. So it's like I gotta make my own gym team. And, but then I have to, you know, be sure to, uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, okay, we're safe. Yeah, so I have to make a gym team of it, but I can only use those Pokemon in this setup. So I gotta be really careful on which Pokemon I use there. That's, like, Crobat I think is definitely going there. I have a Crobat now. So let's go ahead and, actually, no, hold on. He's only going there if I choose Flying or Poison. But Flying and Poison are both possibilities for that. Electivire. Electivire is a huge possibility for the Water Flying. Because then I can also use him against the, Fire Psychic if I get a Earthquake on him, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Electros, he has no weakness. He also doesn't have really any strengths, though. You know. Let's see. Yeah, Skuntank is not in Pixelmon, I don't think. But let's see what we got now. So, when it comes to this, Gliscor, I think we're going to take him off the list because Gliscor has to come with us to the Battle Frontier. I was heavily considering a Weezing to come in and help us against these guys here. Because Weezing's a good tank Pokemon, but he's not a great tank Pokemon. We got our Chansey coming with us to the Battle Frontier. So, that's that plan. Drapion... I almost don't want to bring Drapion here because he'd only be good against the Ghost. So yeah, but these 4 are excellent choices against this squad of people. Now we get the, so we got some ideas here. Caesar, Lucario, Porygon Z, those are all definitely considered to bring to the Battle Frontier. So we'll consider that, but I do like the suggestions you guys dropped. Now let's move on to the Fire Psychic, Water Flying. So, right off the bat, Water Flying, you know I gotta bring some electric Pokemon, and I'm gonna have to train up some electric Pokemon. I did just prepare this Jolteon, because Jolteon's the most obvious Pokemon in the world to bring to this. The thing is, against the Water Flying, they're gonna be packing Earthquakes. Jolteon can outspeed, so we have to keep that in mind. Now, they are also going to have a Gliscor on that team, because they're expecting electric, and they have flying. They also may have a Swampert on that team, because water, ground. So we're going to want some grass coverage. Let me just make some footnotes of that here. Grass. Let me just literally put who it's going to be. Swampert plus Gliscor. One of them is going to be on the team if they're doing stuff right. So, let's keep that in mind. Let me just make sure this is still looking snazzy. And yeah, that's looking good enough for you guys. So far for this team, I'm thinking I'll bring my Walrein, because Walrein really hasn't gotten to do anything for me. But having Ice against, or having Water against the Fire Psychic, not bad. He has thick fat, so the fire won't affect him too much. And he has Ice moves to take on the Flying, and he won't get hit hard by Water, so Walrein's a safe bet. Crustle could be good here, because one, Stealth Rocks is great against both teams. Bug is great against Psychic. And aside from that, it's only Stealth Rocks for the second thing, so we'll see. Blastoise, well, I have a level 100 Blastoise that I just kind of wanted to use, and I'm definitely not bringing him to the Battle Frontier. So that's where I might bring him. Maybe I'll even Mega him, if I don't bring any other Megas here. Although, yeah, actually, yeah, I could Mega my Blastoise here, so there we go. I did just train up this Aerodactyl as well. I think Aerodactyl I actually dragged over here into the main squad. He might be going to the, into the Battle Frontier, because I love Aerodactyl. Alright, what else do we got? What are you guys suggesting against the, Fire Psychic Water Flying? You know, Electros, I gotta write it down. I gotta make a footnote, because it's not that bad, and it's just perfect typing. If it's even in this. I don't know if it's in this. And we'll put down a Lantern as well, because that's good against fire, water, and flying. Water defensively, obviously. Well, offense. Yeah. They're good. They're good. When does it start? Someone want to tell Derp Dinosaur he might need to refresh? That could help out. Let's see. What else do we got? I totally closed this here. Sceptile? Let's see. Sceptile against Fire Psychic? No. Against Water? Maybe. Flying? No. Sceptile's not coming to this, because I have a Sceptile, but it's just not that good. That'll be like if I have a spare slot. It's like, I guess Sceptile, but I'm not going to go out of the way to bring a Sceptile to that. Let's see. Water Dark. That's a pick. Greninja would be the man for the job here, wouldn't he? He certainly would. Let's make sure to leave a little note of Greninja here. I don't have a fully trained Greninja yet, so I'm just going to put it here. And Greninja? I'll put a little space there. Because Greninja could be good. Yeah, and Electros is immune to the ground, so that's also good. Yeah, I get it. He's a good Pokemon for this. He's just not good. Alright, Houndoom. Yeah, Houndoom is a strong possibility for that Ghost Normal Bug Poison. But we're looking at the Fire Psychic Water Flying. So what do I want against the water? You know what I want? I want some rock Pokemon. So either Archeops or, either my Archeops or my Aerodactyl are coming to this. Guaranteed. Because they'll take out the fire, they'll take out the flying. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Dugong's already coming with us to the Battle Frontier, so Walrein's going to be our stand-in. Because if we use Dugong in the Elite Four, we're not allowed to use him in our further battles. We gotta use Dugong in those further battles. Someone's suggesting a Donphin. Not necessarily against the water flying, only good against the fire from what I see. I don't imagine a ton of setups coming from these teams. No obvious setups, at least. So I'm not worried about like a spinner exactly. Let's see. Empoleon. Steel's good against almost everything. He ain't wrong. It's not good against fire though, so that'll be neutral against him. Yeah, he's not particularly good against this set, so I'm not going to go out of my way to get one. Roserade. I do have a Badoo training. I really need to evolve him. I might have already ruined his potential of getting moves by training him up that high with the EXP all. But let's see. He would be good against Fire Psychic? No, not at all. That would be a worst possible thing. Against Water Flying? You know what? That would just be a bad idea. Forget I said anything. Just no. No. Gigalith. I think Crustal's already serving that purpose here, just as a rock Pokemon that can do setups. So I'm not going to get a Gigalith trained just for that, because I already got Crustal, and I don't think I'm bringing Crustal to the Battle Frontier, so that's a perfect place for him. Charizard. Nope, Charizard's coming to the Battle Frontier with me. Let's see. Garchomp is not in Pixelmon. Let's see. Let's see, what else do we got here? So not a ton of potential here, not a ton of possibilities that we're looking at. We only really marked down Greninja as a possibility, but hey, that could be a place. Let's go a little deeper into this. Would we use a Greninja in the Battle Frontier? Fighting Ghost? Maybe. Grass Water? No. Poison Dragon? No. Fire Ground? Thing about the Battle Frontier is that gets way more complicated, so I actually have to say no for Greninja on Fire Ground. And then Steel, Ice, and Flying... No. So yeah, Greninja, this would be the place for him. So if I'm getting a Greninja, let's bolt him out. Hum. You're just gonna be putting blacks on me. There we go. Oh no, now we're just gonna hear Gliscor. Yeah, we'll just chill right here. There we go. I want to get my PC open anyway, just so we can look at some more of my beautiful Pokemon. Yeah, Cryogonal against Fire Psychic. Nope. Water Flying. Maybe. I already got Cloyster as a potential another ice Pokemon to bring. Oh yeah. It's if I do bring a legendary, Regice is actually, this is the only place he'll be good against the Water Flying. Because Regice is just not good. I tried. He's bad. He's bad. Let's see. Tyranitar would be amazing against the Fire Psychic. But he's much better suited in that first chunk of the Elite Four. Salamence is just something I'd love to train. Not necessarily against this gym, but in Battle Frontier, sure. Yeah, so it looks like you guys kind of got the points down. So what would we bring here? Because we don't have a lot. Maybe I'll mark Gigalith down, because that's a few people suggesting him. Yeah, just another rock Pokemon. And I think I have a usable... Yeah, I have a usable Roggenrola. Let's take a closer peek at him. These are other Pokemon. We have a usable Phanpy as well, so if we decide to do that. Let's see. Yeah, that would be really all it is. So he does have, you know, some attack, so if he goes into that. And then his IVs, 68%. He's got 31 in health. Yeah, I can see a Gigalith coming in. We could definitely use this guy. Let's put him there. You know what? Let's put him up here. He's in. He'll get trained. So that's good. Electrike? Nah. I don't know if it's even in Pixelmon. Caracosta. That's a pick. Yeah, Caracosta. A rock water Pokemon. That way he won't get wrecked by the water flying, and he'll be able to do wrecking in both gyms. So, yeah. Really any of the water rock fossils will do, but we'll put down Caracosta, because that's what you suggested. I don't have anyone ready to train of any of those, so let's see. Zapdos will kill with Thunderbolt. Yeah, but if I do bring a Zapdos, that'll be to the Battle Frontier against the Grass Water, because, guys, electric for the water, flying for the grass. Cha-ching! So, that's where a Zapdos would come. For Alligator, that's just simple water. Any simple water Pokemon would be usable in this. That's why I have Blastoise coming in. So, let's see. Yeah. Oh, so just rock Pokemon, water Pokemon, but nothing specifically seems to be a end-all be-all against this. It doesn't seem like there's any strong counters, so we got our Electrics we want to bring. Honestly, Jolteon will do fine against Fire and Psychic. There's no reason not to bring him. And then we might end up bringing, let's see, let's take Tyranitar off the potential list. Yeah. Might bring our Archeops here. If we're going up against Flying, Archeops is a strong possibility to come here. So that's 4. And then Cloyster's a strong possibility. 5. Porygon Z would be good against both. He's got moves for both. And that would be someone who can carry the team a little bit. That's okay. Porygon Z is one of my favorite Pokemon. Let's see if I'm going to need him in the Battle Frontier. Because if I don't, we'll bring him there and he'll lead the team. So, hopefully this is all working out as I scroll down for you. It looks like it is. Porygon, where did I put him? Against Fighting Ghost. He's nothing... Yeah, definitely not against Fighting Ghost. I wouldn't bring him against the Grass Water because I'm only allowed to bring the 2 types. Poison Dragon, he'll be okay, but nothing special. Yeah, I have him on the list just because he has ice moves, but that's it. Fire Ground, he's not going to be anything special. And Steel, Ice, Flying, He's not gonna... Yo, Porygon. Welcome to the team, bro. Yeah, we'll put him on the fire. Because he can drop those psychics. He can drop those water and flying. And he can hold his own against any of them. Alright, Porygon Z is making it onto the team. And then we'll just take him off of this. Because look at all the coverage we have on that Poison Dragon thing. We don't need to make sure we have Porygon Z for that. So, Porygon's probably my favorite Pokemon on that team so far. But we also Trustle the Crustle. Don't forget. Let's see, Dragonite. Yeah, just Dragonite and Salamence. If I get one, I'll train him and bring him somewhere. But that's not really a super specific place for them. It would be good. I don't know. Really, just getting myself a Salamence with Stone Edge would be pretty sick there. For both those. Okay. So yeah, we got some potential lists down there. Now's the hard part we're gonna go into a little bit. Let's see, Krokorok. Mr. Krokorok. Fire Psychic. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. We'll put him on the list. Because I do have one now. It's Crocodile. Because he would be good against that gym. It's just that's one of the ones, like, you know, they're going to be expecting a move like that. So you almost want to be careful about it. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the Battle Frontier for ideas. We have the Fighting Ghost, and they all have different gimmicks, which I do have that page open so I can read you the gimmicks. The first one is Fighting Ghost type. Now, just before we get into that, actually, let me just say, the Battle Frontier, I can bring 13 Pokemon to all, I guess, 4 of them, if we don't count the Grass Water. So, 13 Pokemon to choose from here. I have a big pool for 4 separate things. So, this is the one where I bring all my really good Pokemon that are versatile and good against everything. So, you know, your Metagrosses. Okay, I like Metagross, he's good. My Gyarados. You know, those real tough guys are coming into this. So, I'll have a lot of wiggle room here. So, we probably won't need to go ahead and go out and train a lot. This is going to be a lot of the really good Pokemon we have already. So, let's go here. I just showed a random part of that page, but whatever. So, let me, I didn't even read it. The gimmick for the first one is, let's see, all the Pokemon have to be dual typing. So let me just make sure I don't have anything here that would not fit. So far, ooh, Reuniclus, you cannot come against that, because I believe you're only Psychic type. Let's double check on that. Ninja Xylo down there. I think Reuniclus is only Psychic type. So I have to double check that I can fit with all the gimmicks here. Yeah, only Psychic. So Reuniclus, you cannot join. Archeops, you are indeed double typing. But yeah, so we need 2-type Pokemon that are good against Fighting and Ghost. If they're Pokemon I already have, that's preferable. So I'll pop that open right now. So let's see what you guys are saying. Dugong! Dugong could... No. Dugong's not coming to that one. He's weak against Fighting, and he doesn't do anything special to any of them. Magikarp. Let's see. Fighting Ghost... Gyarados, yeah, Gyarados is one of the ones I definitely am bringing to Battle Frontier, and I definitely bring him against that gym. Good call out. Gengar is definitely on the list, and since I don't particularly need him, yeah, he's not going up against any of these, so he's a strong possibility for that. Rhyperior, Fighting Ghost, nah. Let's see. Fighting and Ghost is an unresisted type. Yeah. So I gotta really have just like the solid Pokemon here. I don't necessarily want to bring Metagross because he's not gonna do anything crazy to either of them, and he could be potentially weak to those ghosts. What are some other solid Pokemon? I got my Gliscor. Gliscor could be a beast against these guys, but Ice Punches are coming. Mamoswine, it's not really gonna cut it right there. I am gonna put a Gliscor down on the list of potentials here because I don't know why I didn't already. I did put some notes here that flying types will be good against the Fighting Ghost, and then ghost types will be good against it. Flying types especially. This is where the Archeops or the Aerodactyl are definitely coming. So, that is definitely where they're coming. Empoleon. Bad against the Fighting, not good against either of them. Nope, no Empoleon. Sableye. I do like Sableye. He's not technically weak against any of them, and he's good against the Ghost. But Sableyes are hard to use, and you need the right items and stuff. We'll put it down as a maybe. If I get a Sableye, I would use it here, but I don't know if that would be one that I bring. Let's see, and I guess I can just put that under this whole Ghost tab, because that's a very specific Pokemon to bring against this. Let's see. Flareon? Nah. Gengar? Yep, Gengar's already there. Aerodactyl? Yeah. I have, yeah. Okay, I did literally write them down. So yeah, that's our thoughts for this. We don't have a lot of plans for the Fighting Ghost, but once again, that's where we bring out the tough people. Fighting Ghost, we can bring out the Needle Queen. We can bring out the Gliscor. We can bring out, the Charizard. Charizard's a beast in this. Why is Charizard not on this list? Flying types? Are you kidding me? Get in here. Alright. Yeah, Charizard's, just bold him out because we know he's coming. Yeah, so that makes us, we're going to have 3 flying types. Probably the Gengar. Yeah, we'll have that covered. I think we're okay with that. The next one's the complicated one that I think I could really use your guys' help with. This is the hardest one I had to think of because literally we got to make so. I think the number is 35 different Pokemon that we need to train to be able to even compete in this. So, you know. Yeah, a couple of those Pokemon you guys listed weren't good. Chandelure. Potentially. I do like Chandelures. I don't have one, but it's potential. I don't see where he would go in yet, so if you see the spot for Chandelure, call it out, because Fighting Ghost, not the place. Not necessarily. Well, he can use Psychic. Yeah, fine, we'll write him down for you. If we find one that's really good. Because he can learn those Psychic moves, and he'll go toe-to-toe with the Ghost. Because I think in the Battle Frontier we can actually use Choice Specs, so you know he'd be using one of those. Quagsire learns Focus Blast. Yeah, I ain't bringing a Quagsire there, though. I don't see that. Gallade against the Fighting and Ghost. Weak against the Ghost, strong against the Fighting. And if we do grab the Gallade, we're bringing him on that first thing, because that was a good pickup for that. So, let's see. Sticky Web. Chandelure can use Sticky Web? Never knew that, but either way. Let's talk about the grass and the water. This is where I think Galvantula is coming out. Galvantula is a Pokemon that I know is coming to the Battle Frontier, but looking at the other types, Poison Dragon, Fire, Ground, Steel, Flying, or Steel, Ice, Flying, he'd be okay against the Steel, Ice, Flying, but that's about it. So he's probably going to go straight to the Grass, Water, because he's super effective against both, and he's really good, so, you know. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, just bold out Galvantula, because let's be honest. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, definitely we're bringing Galvantula. Now, the thing about this one, we can only bring 2 types of Pokemon. So, Galvantula will count for either Bug or Electric. I could bring, say, Electric and Flying types, and that would be great coverage. I could bring, you know, Bug and Grass types. I have 2 types here just as kind of like defensive precautions. I think out of these 5 types are the ones I'm considering, and listed below them are the Pokemon I would be considering bringing. Now, the question is, which 2 types do I choose? Because I can only use those 2 types. So if I choose Bug, then that unlocks the possibilities of Galvantula, Scolipede, Venomoth, Fortress, which I actually have one of those now, so bink. Leavanny would be a sick pick, but I definitely don't have one. You know. So we'll have to consider that. If we go Poison, we can bring the Mega Venusaur, but then again, no, yeah, we could bring our Mega Venusaur to that, because we got such a good Venusaur. I would love to bring him, but that means we have to choose either Grass or Poison. We could also bring the Scolipede with Poison. We could bring the Venomoth with Poison, the Crobat with Poison, and then maybe a Tentacruel or the Gengar if we don't bring him in the first one. Remember, because we can't use them both. If we do go with Grass to bring our Venusaur, there's not a lot. There's not a lot, but thing is, Grass will resist both Grass and Water moves, so it would be just a battle of who has the better moveset. And I can easily, you know, pick mine out. So bringing Grass would be a really good defensive play. Jumpluff, Sceptile, Breloom. I have a Breloom and a Chestnut. If I wanted to get Leafeon, Whimsicott, could bring that. So it wouldn't be a bad play. I would just need to get the right moves on him. Then Grass would be pretty good. Electric is just obvious against Water, but I don't have many Electrics, and I think the ones I train are coming to that first one, so I don't think I'm bringing Electric. Like, I put Magneton, Electivire there. Galvantula, obviously, if I choose Electric. Then for flying, flying just seems like the best typing here. The thing is, a lot of water types are also going to be ice types, so that is a downside. But flying is good against, flying are just good Pokemon, and they're good against grass. So if I do bring a Zapdos, he'd be golden. Staraptor's a great Pokemon against that. I put Scyther there because I have a Scyther, probably not bringing that, but I could. Crobat will also fit into that. Togetic, Salamence, Braviary, Sigilyph, Honchkrow, lots of good flying types. So many good flying types I could bring. Now the thing is, what I'm thinking is I gotta pick one type between poison and grass, and it's looking like it might be grass, because then I get to bring the Mega Venusaur, and he'd be so good against the grass water. So, we'll think about that. I need to bring either Bug or Electric so I can bring Galvantula, but that would mean I don't get to bring Flying, and Flying is probably the best of these types. So, what are you guys thinking? Let's see, a flying Pokemon would pretty much mess up the fact to bring in grass types. Yeah, if I brought the Chestnut and the Breloom, but also, like, a grass and water gym. How many good grass and water / flying type Pokemon do you know? Like, I'm thinking of 2, and they're both awful. So, let's not really worry about that. Let's see. Bring grass in? Yeah, grass is a strong possibility, because I already got, like, a bunch of grass Pokemon. It's less work, you know? So that's super tempting. Superior could also be used. Yeah, I don't have one, but I could definitely use it. So I think we would go with grass over poison, because, let's be honest, Venomoth ain't turning into Tide. Tentacruel is great, but we'd have to train one, and he'd only be used for that. Gengar's probably going to the other one, so yeah. Poison is out. We'll cut them out of the running. Now let's consider what we got here. Grass, water. Now, I did put a little footnote here. I'm going to expect a lot of ground and rock moves, because they think you're going to bring flying types. They think you're going to bring some fire. They think you're going to bring some electric types. So ground and rock moves are what those Pokemon are going to be packing. So electric and flying aren't necessarily the best here. That's why I need the grass defensiveness, I think. I really think I do need it. Grass and flying is a strong possibility, but then that leaves out Galvantula, the best Pokemon. But Galvantula, on the other hand, is also the most expected Pokemon, which has kind of got me shook here. Because I really, really want to bring that Galvantula, but I don't want to sacrifice the team for it. Yeah, Scizor is obviously in here, but Caesar's probably... I'm bringing Scizor to one of the other battles, because remember, all the Pokemon I bring here can't be used again. So, up. I got kicked for AFK, probably. Let's just hop right back on here. Let's see, so flying and grass. Yeah, start shouting the 2 types you think I should bring out. Shout those 2 types at me, and what you think I should go with. Because we gotta consider this, boys. And girls. And Pokemon lovers everywhere. Let's see. Yeah, we're focusing on just this grass-water thing. So bugs are obviously a safe bet against all of it. Flying is a safe bet against all of it. And they'll both cover the those will both cover the grass. But grass will help cover the water. So, and grass will also be defensively good against everything. Electric will only be offensively good against everything, and I think it's too risky. I think I gotta write off electric. Not electric. Let's see. You guys are suggesting grass and bug, grass and flying, grass, grass. Alright, we're down to 3 types here, guys. It's bug, grass, and flying. But aside from that, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Because look, I got another, got a Badoo train in here if we're going with the grass. I got the, I know I got a, where's that? There's a Salamence somewhere here. I mean, not a Sceptile somewhere here. But yeah, that's a possibility. Oh yeah, I also got that Typhlosion break in works. Grass flying, grass, flying, grass, flying fight. I ain't bringing fighting against this. No point. Let's see. I'm not getting any Psychic because Psychic's not good against grass or water. So there's really no reason to get Psychic. Remember, the Pokemon that are chosen here are only going to be used against the grass-water gym. So we don't need to think about anything else. Make a note of Lantern. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No. No, I don't want to bring a lantern to that. If I bring a lantern, it's coming to the other thing. Leafeon, Galvantula. Then it would be grass and bug. I don't know, guys. Let's consider what our team would be. Let's use these underlines here. So, if it's grass, let's think of 3 grass Pokemon we'd bring. Venusaur, Breloom, Chestnut? A little bit doubling up on those fighting grass types, but let's be honest. Those are the ones I'd bring. And I have a Sceptile in the works, so it would be like 3 of those 4, most likely. Alright. If we choose Bug, definitely Galvantula. I'd love to bring that Fortress. And I have a Scolipede training, so let's underline him. Scolipede, obviously the Poison and Bug will both be good against grass, and he'll have no particular advantage against the water. So, Flying, I don't have a Zapdos, I don't have a Staraptor, I don't have that. I do have Crobat, so he'd definitely be brought. Let's actually not underline Staraptor or Zapdos. Togetic, or Togekiss, I guess it would be. That's a strong possibility that I imagine I'll be having. Yeah, it looks like Flying type has so many good Pokemon, but I don't have them. And then would I bring a Salamence to this? Yeah, I would. Masquerain. I don't see it. I don't see it. He's a flying bug, so he's not bad against this, but that's just... I've already got plenty to cover the grass if I bring either flying or bug. Masquerain's just bad. Galvantula's isn't weak against ground because... Oh yeah, true, but still rock moves I'm expecting. Because they're going to be expecting a lot of flying. But yeah, that's a good note. And it's a Galvantula, so an Earthquake will still kill him. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like grass is definite. Everyone wants to see grass. And I love that, because grass is my least favorite type of Pokemon. I'll say it. Grass is my least favorite Pokemon type. Because the Pokemon are generally weak. I generally don't like their stat pools. And let's be honest, they're not always the coolest. But in this particular scenario, they'll be good offensively and defensively. So grass Pokemon are a yes. Let's assume I bring 4 grass Pokemon. It's not out of the question. Then I could either drop the Galvantula and the Fortress, or I could just come in with Crobat Togekiss. That wouldn't be bad. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Get Staraptor. Yeah, I'm not trying to, like, train a ton of Pokemon. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of water types have ice moves, so that does hurt that a little bit. That's why Venusaur is so good, because he's not weak to the ice moves. And so on and so forth. That would mean if we are afraid of ice moves, I would not want to double up grass and flying, though. I think we're going to have to move past this, guys. But we did take out 2 of the possibilities, which is good, thank you. But it's definitely going to be grass and then either bug or flying, depending on what Pokemon I get. So, that's good to know. Roserade. Yeah, Roserade is a possibility against this one. There's so many potential grass Pokemon I could bring. Roserade actually is a sick pick. I should get Whimsicott, because let's be honest, I'm not training Whimsicott. Even though he's pretty great. Nah, I ain't training Jumpluff. So Roserade. And I might train one of them. Okay. So next up, we're going to move back to the main team of 11 with the Poison Dragon typing. Now let me just make sure this is all looking good. Yeah, so Poison Dragon. Poison Dragon, I feel like we got down, offensively at least, but we have to consider... Yeah, we have to just completely consider... All 3 are weak to ice? Is Bug weak to ice? Well, if they are, we're in a rough spot if they have a lot of ice moves. But we should be offensively powerful, too. That's why either Bug or Flying have to count. Alright. Normal types? Yeah, but then I need to train a lot of normal types. Like, I literally have no starting area to work with for that. Normal types would be good, but... Nah. Alright, so, Poison Dragon. The thing about this gym is the gimmick is they can have any move. It's called Hackmons. So these Poison and Dragon type, which are some pretty strong Pokemon, especially them Dragons, can whip out any move at any time. So when planning for this gym, guys, we cannot plan defensively at all. We cannot plan defensively. We can walk up in here and be like, ooh, steel types. They'll never get through. No, they're all going to be rocking a fire blast. We cannot plan defensively. So that's when we got to come into the strong offense. We need to get an all-out offense. Sweepers, fast Pokemon, strong Pokemon, and just destroy these poison and dragons before they can destroy us. Metagross, okay, so if he can defend, that's good and all. But he's strong and he has Bullet Punch, so he's coming. Nidoqueen, not the most expected type to see. I have the strong offensive moves against either type, and I have setup if I go for it, so Nidoqueen's coming. Dugong, Ice Shard, fast, powerful, action. And I can even put a ground move on him for those poison types if I want the coverage. Let's see. Some people are making some suggestions, so let's drop those down. Mawile, no, that would be a defensive plan. We cannot plan defensively, because they will completely destroy it. They'll counter anything that's expected. Greninja, no. No reason to bring Greninja. Rayquaza, I can't bring Rayquaza, obviously. He's legendary. Yeah, but that's the thing. Mawile would be a great tank, but I cannot bring a tank to this gym, because they will counter it. They are going to have exactly the counters for it. They're going to have a ton of fire, I'll tell you that right now. Ton of fire, some dark moves, just everything that counters poison and dragon. Let's see, Togekiss. I could see that. Poison would be decent against it, but Togekiss would be good against the dragon. So, yeah, Togekiss. Because we still want to plan, like, we don't want to plan to get countered, because they can still have stab and everything. It's just we don't want to assume that we can tank. Togekiss, I feel like we can just run in there, do some serious damage with him. My Azumarill is slow and vulnerable, I would imagine, especially to that poison, so let's not worry too hard about Azumarill right now. Venusaur? Nah, Venusaur is definitely coming to the grass water, so I won't be allowed to use him in this. Not the worst pick, though. Not the worst pick. But I am... No, I'm not going to consider Sceptile. Not against poison. Maybe. Because I would be running the Sceptile physical, because that's the Sceptile I have. So I'll write him down, but... Let's see. Mr. Mime! Maybe. Let's see. If they have fire and dark moves, it's effective against both. Yeah, exactly. They're going to have the, counters. And remember, they're not going to have fire and dark Pokemon. They're just going to have, the, those moves. So we don't need to think of how to counter the things that are going to... I figure if we just think offensively, we'll be able to handle ourselves here. Gardevoir? Maybe. Not particularly. I'm thinking definitely ice types here. Ice types are solid. Ground types are solid. Yeah, ice and ground. Gliscor is definitely coming with that strong ground power. Reuniclus, I had him on the list here, but he's not a guarantee. Oh yeah, I had Reuniclus just because he's a wild card. You're not going to expect a Reuniclus to come out there, so if I have any chance of defending myself, Reuniclus might be it. But let's unbold him, because that's not a guarantee. But that definitely leaves 4 Pokemon that we'd be using. So I think we're okay on that one. We'll pick of the Pokemon we have. I'm not going to train anyone additional for that gym because we have some good ones for it. Next up, we have the Fire and Ground gym. Now, the Fire and Ground gym is interesting. Thank you for your suggestion so far, by the way, guys. Poison Dragon, Crobat, nah. Glaceon, nah. Not particularly. Anyway, Fire Ground. This one's interesting because we are not allowed to use water moves. So, Dugong ain't coming to this one. Otherwise, he would have been great. Gyarados actually is coming to this one because, here's the thing. If you're a Fire and Ground gym, normally you would run electric moves. Darn it, why do I keep getting kicked? I gotta move around a little bit more. Normally you would run some electric moves. But, I don't expect them to. Because you are not allowed to bring water Pokemon anyway. And Flying type is not inherently great against them anyway. So this is what Gyarados won't be directly countered. And if you Dragon Dance Gyarados with any move, look, I can Earthquake them and they'll die. I can Bounce and they'll die. Gyarados is still going to be good there. As long as they don't have Electric, which it's unlikely, or not unlikely, but less likely that they're going to have a lot of Electric moves. So I want Gyarados there. Nidoqueen is tricky because he's weak against ground, or she's weak against ground, but she's good against fire. She's also, you know, good with the setups. Nidoqueen would be able to help me with a few ways, so Nidoqueen's on that list. Charizard is obvious here because ground types, you know, strong ground stab moves won't hit it. Fire types, not going to do a lot. And Charizard will be able to come at those ground types with that Solar Beam, hit them with the Solar Beam, and be able to do other things, just straight up damage. So Charizard's a good safe choice there. And then, you know, any additional ground types are good possibility, good choice to bring. So, for example, I could bring my Crocodile here. But yeah, that's 4 Pokemon already that are definitely coming. Oh yeah, and then either Archeops or Aerodactyl. So let's put down Aerodactyl. Not bolded. Because then we got the flying to stay away from ground, we got the rock to take out the fire, and Aerodactyl can even be packing some moves to take out the ground as well. The only thing is this leaves us with a lot of fire counters and not a ton of ground counters. So, what suggestions would you guys have for ground counters here that cannot be water? Difficult, right? Because grass types will get completely wrecked here, but we're not allowed to use water types. Or water attacks. Difficult, right? We have to consider to use some of our grass Pokemon in this case. Fighting? Nah, fighting's not gonna counter ground type specifically. I don't think you know how fighting works. Not gonna lie. Rock types, great against fire, not great against ground. Lapras? I don't see it. Maybe. Is ice good against ground? I think it's just neutral. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only water and grass that are actually good against ground. So, I think... Yeah, true, that a lot of ground Pokemon do have rock moves, so we will have to consider that. And let's be honest, we are going to get some stealth rocks potentially up in the air. So we're gonna want someone who can... Let's make a note of that. We're gonna want a spinner. We're gonna want someone who can get rid of those stealth rocks. So, is this where Donphin comes into play? Let's write down Donphin. Let's see, Articuno. He can fly to avoid earthquakes, but I don't see it. And I'm not bringing an Articuno as my only legendary, sorry. Ludicolo. That's a safe bet. Let's write down Ludicolo. Because he won't get wrecked by the fire, and he can do some grass moves. Alright. Jirachtera. Smart. Ice is good against ground? Really? That's that. Let's just... Nope, that's a Minecraft skin. Where am I? Nope, that's that. Nope, that's that. There we go. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. But also ice is weak against fire, so it's the exact same concept as grass. When it comes down to that. Ludicolo is bad. The Ludicolo is bad, so... Once again, as you see, I put him in very low text. Very little text there. I did not bold him, and I don't have one. If I get one, though, I'll consider it. Let's see. What else? Glaceon? Nah. Because also the ice types are going to be just as vulnerable as anything to the ground as well. Why not a buff or debuff Pokemon moveset? That's the thing, because they're really kind of tricky with the rules here, and I don't want to accidentally break any, so I want to be careful with my trickery. Now against the fire ground, like things like our Chansey can come to it. Because Chansey's just going to be good against mostly anything, except the Fighting Ghost. So I could easily see Chansey coming into this. Donphin's actually looking real good right now. Kingdra? If I get a Kingdra, yes. Actually, what's the Kingdra going to do to... Because he's not allowed to use water moves. So he's not going to be very good against that. He's going to be decent against it. Infernape with Grass Knot. Maybe. Grass Knot's okay, but it's not gonna kill. Not necessarily. I'll consider it. I'm just gonna put Grass Knot down because any Pokemon with grass moves is... I think that's where it comes in here. We're gonna want grass moves, you know? So, any Pokemon we can sneak a grass move on. That's why Charizard is so tempting, but yeah, we're scared of the rocks. Gyarados is definitely coming, even though he can't use water. I can't use Focus Sashes because they're super expensive and they actually burn up. So I can't use Focus Sashes in this. because I can't afford focus sashes in this. I gotta keep in mind, guys, my items are gonna be terrible in all these battles, so we have to just make up for it with our wits. Pedal dance. Yeah, really any grass stone is possible. Has ground moves and rock moves to deal with the fire Pokemon. He does. Let's put down Mamoswine as a potential. Yeah, he's just like on the same page as good against any of these things. Just because he's ground type N, there's only one M, I think, there. Yeah, that looks right. Snorlax. Yeah, if I get a Snorlax, he's good against anything. He's in the same boat as Chansey, where I'll just plug him in wherever I'm weak to anything. But it looks like we got some coverage there. I think Donphin's going to get trained up because of that. Let's move Donphin up. Because we have our Donphin here, is it? Yeah, and he would be great in there. And hey, if I do bring, oh no, I think the Roggenrola would be used in the Elite Four, actually. Leafeon? Nah. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Spinner Hitmontop. Possible? I think that just goes under the category of any spinner will be a good idea against this, because we're seeing Stealth Rocks there. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Octillery with no water moves. He has grass moves. He can learn those grass moves. Octillery's not that good, but hey, he learns the moves. So yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. Swampert, also reasonable. And I love Swampert. I'll write down Swampert for that. Swampert's one of my favorite Pokemon to use. Wrong place. So he'll go into this tab, is it? Hold on. Near. Swampert. There we go. Okay, now finally the Steel, Ice, and Flying. I think the only gimmick here is that it's 3 types. 3 types. So, we need to think of a lot of counters to Steel, Ice, and Flying. Now, things that come right to mind. Fire, good against 2 of them. You know, Fighting, good against 2 of them. But Fighting is also weak against 1 of them. Now, also, just having Steel itself. Steel will resist all of them, I think. It's going to defend well against all of them. Steel is also good against Ice. And then, let's see. Rock type? Nah. This is not necessarily the place where I gotta bring my Aerodactyl or stuff like that. But what are you guys thinking against the Steel, Ice, and Flying? Let's see. Blaziken, Infernape, you like that fire, you like that fighting. I don't. I like just basic fire here, because that should cover both the Steel and Ice. But any fighting we can avoid, let's stay out of that, because flying will tear it apart. Emboar. Let's see if we can stay out of that. I did recently get my hands on a Quilava, so let's put him down here. Or a Typhlosion. The Typhlosion. Because that'd be decent. He's got the same stats as Charizard without the weaknesses. Let's see. Electric types. That would only really be good for the flying. So it's once again, it's a maybe it'll work there, but not necessarily. What electric types could we bring? Well, if we don't bring Galvantula, we could bring him here, and he would do okay. Maybe? I'd like to slow him down, you know, okay, he's a strong maybe, let's just say, because he's got his fair share of weaknesses against that typing. Okay, Ninetales, yeah, any fire types will do, so we'll keep that in mind. Magmortar, same. A ground Pokemon. Ground is okay here. But as we were just told, ground is going to be weak against the ice. But ground will hit the steel pretty hard. And it won't be too vulnerable to the flying, but it also... Yeah, if we run a lot of ground moves, they're just going to switch out to a flying Pokemon whenever they expect the Earthquake. So I don't think we want ground Pokemon, because if we switch out to a ground Pokemon, let's say Donphin comes out there, let's say, you know, our Crocodile comes out there, they're going to be like, oh, he's about to Earthquake, and boom, switch to add to a flying. Mamoswine, on the other hand, Mamoswine could be a pickup. I don't know if anyone said that, but I just thought of it, because that's a predict right there. They think you're about to Earthquake them, you hit them with the ice move, so... I don't like that bold. So Mamoswine may actually get trained here. He's looking good in a couple places, is he not? Magmortar, yeah, just straight fire types. Moltres, yeah, Moltres would be good. So I guess I can just write down Moltres. Might not bring a Moltres, but Yeah, let's be honest. The Moltres I got isn't worth bringing, so you might not bring him. Golem, so you got ground and rock moves, but he's gonna be so vulnerable to like everything there. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Let's see. Yeah, Derp, we're not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh right now. We're just because I am working on a new episode. It's actually gonna be recorded tonight. We're just talking about the Pokemon. Oh geez, I have been going longer than I thought, but this is fun for me. I like strategy, and you guys, it looks like a lot of you like it too, which I'm surprised by. So good to see you all here. Growlithe, Arcanine, yeah, any straight fire types. Let's see, Arcanine against Steel. Most Steel are physical though, and Arcanine usually runs physical, so I don't love that. Against Ice, could go either way. Against Flying, gets Wild Charge. Let's put down a potential of Arcanine. Okay, 9. Same with Magmortar there. He can get an electric move. We can cover a lot of the flying by having some fire types. Now, on the same boat there, they're going to be expecting, like, some steel and stuff like that. So we don't want to go too heavy on it. We got the Scizor potential, obviously. We got the Lucario potential, obviously. Lucario could be great there. Magcargo. No, I ain't going Magcargo fast. Dragonite? No, 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 no. Not a chance. Against Steel Ice? Nope, 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 nope. No dragons are coming to this one. No dragons coming here. Rock is good to Ice and Flying, yeah. So maybe we do want to get some potential Stealth Rocks in here. It's just so weak to Steel. And I don't really see anything crazy that's been listed thus far. Honestly, the Aerodactyl might not be bad, because Aerodactyl can at least counter most Ice type. So let's pop that Aerodactyl down. Arrow! Houndoom? If I get a Houndoom, I'll be bringing it to the Elite Four, not here. And let's see. Bring Vaporeon. Not too special here, and yeah, not loving that pick. Let's see, Armaldo? Nah. Once again, the rock is okay, but it's also, Bug's not going to help us any. So let's look at what we do have. Do we have Steel countered? They're going to have a Metagross and some other tough Steel Pokemon, let's imagine. So, let's see. Can we counter a Metagross? If we bring Charizard, we certainly can. If we bring the Typhlosion, it'll help. If we bring Aerodactyl, Earthquake, please be on him. So that's good. So that's at least 3 to counter the Steel types. Aerodactyl, do you counter Steel types really? Yeah, you do. Earthquake. Your Earthquake will be strong enough. It's an Aerodactyl with a focus. He's going to have a choice band on him, so he's going to be tough. Don't you worry. I know you're concerned. I hear you. Don't you worry about him. Let's see. The Galvantula, once again, that would only be for setup, so I don't know if I want to bring him. Lucario, also just kind of decent. Nidoking, I did think about Nidoking. It's just, I don't want to train up a Nidoking just for this. Tyranitar, already using a Tyranitar, so I'm not allowed to bring him here. But yeah, that would be a pick I would have grabbed. Let's see. Yeah, Kabutops could be okay, but once again, if I bring him, then we would probably put him in against the other thing, which would also fit. Yeah, I think we kind of got our plan here. Let's see. Against a Steel, Ice, and Flying, would we want to bring our Chansey? Probably not, because they can just resist the Toxic with the Steel. Then again, I can hit him with a Fighting move, and it won't do more damage because it'll be Seismic Tosh. Yeah, that might not be where Chansey comes. But looking at this, let's actually unbuild you. I have at the bottom here some Pokemon that are definitely going to be in the 13 finals. We got our Charizard, Gyarados, Gliscor, Chansey, Nidoqueen, Dugong, and Metagross. Did we bold out anything else in the process up here? Nope, we did not. But Donphin's a huge potential. Aerodactyl, it's probably going to be Aerodactyl. Because I think Aerodactyl might be better against some of the harder counters here. And I think Aerodactyl's a little better than our Archeops. I'll probably just bring one of them to the Elite Four, one of them to the Battle Frontier, and the better one will be going to the Battle Frontier. So let's just go ahead and mark it. Let's just go ahead and assume Aerodactyl. I might change it. So that is most of the work done. And let's see if there's any Pokemon on our squad here who didn't get picked out. I did just train up this Rapidash, so I'll mark down Rapidash as a potential here. But I think he was trained with the thoughts about something else. Blaziken is strong, yeah, but I'm bringing Blaziken to the Elite Four, so I'm not allowed to bring him here. Let's see, yeah, you're definitely... The grass Pokemon are like... Yeah, one of them is definitely coming. Azumarill. Where did I not put Azumarill? Azumarill for the poison. Yeah, that's a pickup. Azumarill against the Steel Ice Flying? No. Huh. I was definitely really thinking Azumarill would come to this. Okay, I can use Azumarill somewhere. Let me just mark... Yeah, I'll just keep Azumarill in line, that he could be one of the ones that fit anywhere. Because he's good. Let's see. Dugong for Steel Ice Flying. He'd get completely wrecked by the steel. He wouldn't be able to do anything against the ice. And he'd only be good against the flying. So I don't want to lean too hard into him there. But it's a possibility, of course. Regice, yeah, I can see why he hasn't been talked about much. Cloyster, just to have like that backup ice against the Poison Dragon. He's a possibility. Let's see. Delphox, going to be great in the Elite Four. Crustle, going to be great in the Elite Four. It's good to see some of my higher performing Pokemon go in there. And here's some of the Pokemon I've been training. So Jolteon's been talked about. Alakazam. I want to use an Alakazam somewhere. He's a great Pokemon. Drapion, he's good. Where would we put Alakazam and Drapion? What teams would it be good against? Let's see. Volcarona could do it. Ooh. Volcarona is just hard to find, hard to catch, hard to train. But he's so good. Volcarona is just an amazing Pokemon. He would get wrecked by flying, though, while other fire types would not. So I'm not going to lean on Volcarona. Let's see. Crobat. Yeah, Crobat. He's a strong possibility for the grass water. But if we don't bring the flying, he's not. So I don't want to really write him down anywhere else. Alakazam on the Dragon Poison. I can see that. Would Alakazam ever be good against Dragon type? I don't think he has anything, but hey, he won't be bad against it, and he will be great against the Poison. Yeah, great shout out against, because as we said, we want an offensive team here, and it doesn't get more offensive than an Alakazam. Let's see. Yeah, a couple of you guys said that. Great suggestion. Gengar, we already talked about, and let's see. So Alakazam and Drapion. Drapion against Poison Dragon. No, Drapion against Fire Ground. Nope. Against Steel Ice Flying. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't like Ampharos too much. Let's see. Breloom could definitely come if we bring the grass types. Thing is, I don't have the best kind of Breloom. He doesn't have Technician, and he's not tanky. So, he's not good for either of the possibilities of Breloom, but he's still a decent Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not bringing an Electro to any of these. Drapion. Where would the Drapion go? Up here? Bug Poison? No, not up there. Maybe up here. He can get Thunderfang. He can take out the Psychic. He can take out the Fire. Let's put a potential Drapion in here. I think he's already... You know, I'll Control F my Drapion. Because I put him somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, I was thinking about him for there. Against Ghost Normal, he'd be okay. Because I have a Drapion being trained up. I'm going to have one, so... We'll put him as a possibility here. But yeah, Alakazam, definite. Bringing him to the Poison Dragon. Would he be good against Fighting Ghost? Yeah. He's faster than Fighting types. I can switch him out for... He can Shadow Ball the Ghost types. Alakazam, you're coming. You know, yeah, let's keep it bold. Alakazam is in. He is coming to the Battle Frontier with us. And we know what teams he's going to be used on. Alakazam is just such a good Pokemon, and he is perfect for both the moments we need him. Beautiful. Arcanine, yeah, he's got the coverage. Raichu, wherever we need a throwaway electric Pokemon, really. And yeah, I think we kind of got a plan down here. There's some Pokemon which will kind of just slip in where we find them. But we got, like, the majority of most of the teams, you know? And we got a list of Pokemon we want to potentially get for the Elite Four. Let's get a B-Sharp. Let's find a B-Sharp. Let's train that guy up. That'd be great for that first one. But aside from that, I think Weezing, the only place I marked him down is up here. Because I didn't, like, mark down my tanks because they can kind of slip in anywhere. So where would Weezing be good against? He'd be good against the Ghost Normal, the Bug Poison. Not the Fire Psychic, so we would not bring him to that one. Let's see, would he be good against Fighting Ghost? Yeah. Grass Water? We wouldn't bring him. Actually, those have to be dual types, so we can't bring him to Fighting Ghost. Oh, that's why we didn't say Alakazam to Fighting Ghost. We can't bring him because he's not dual typed. Darn it. That's a shame. Alright, you're not a definite anymore, Alakazam. You're a strong maybe. You're a strong maybe. My bad. Didn't think about that one. Didn't think about that. Darn it. He's still good against that, so he might be brought. Let's see. Poison Dragon. I don't know what moves they're going to have. I don't want to play defensively here, so that's a no. Fire Ground. Yeah, he's a defensive tank, and a lot of fire and ground types are there. So, could go there. Steel, Ice, Flying. I can't really Toxic Steel type, so... I think Wheezing is going to be my tank for the first setup here. So let's drop Wheezing in there, because that'd be good. And, yeah. Poliwrath against Fire Ground. Fighting's not good against those, though. And I'm not allowed to use water. So I don't think he's going to shine at all. But I think that's where we're going to end this. I think we got a good list of stuff. We got our ideas down. I went way longer. You keep me from being kicked. Thanks, man. Let me just get this quick picture. Snip. Nailed it. And yeah, so we got our plans out. I'm going to, of course, be doing a lot of off-camera work and stuff, trying to get this team worked out. I got to go record Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm already keeping someone waiting, so whoops. Thank you guys for watching this stream. This is an exclusive. It will not be put on YouTube because it's just me talking strategy with you guys, but you were a lot of help, so it's good to see. Anyway, we should have some fairy tale streams coming soon. I might even be just streaming some random stuff on Twitch soon. So if you want to see just me and the boys playing some Overwatch or even just playing some Minecraft, that's where you want to check out. Be ready for that. I'll announce on Twitter and in my Discord if you want to see any of that. But aside from that, thank you all for stopping by. I will have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video up on my second channel tonight. And I will see you all whenever that may be. You know what? I don't even need to do my outro, but I'm doing it. Bang. Yeah. Whisper out to all of you. I would say all your names, but I'm running late. So I'll say 3 of them. Scratchy the Tiger, Roboraptor, and Merrick Ishtar. You win.